1848, September 1848 to 1905. Crystal Clifford. Hey, you guys. That's sad, man. R and peace, those. I don't know what's sad about it. We all have to die. Just can't be afraid of it. When our turn is our turn. Say hi. Hi. I can't understand that one. Soldiers. What's your name? Rhonda Bowles. Daniel says R.I.P. Rest in peace. Now, Elder Samuel Hogan. I'm in Belleview, Florida, for those who are wondering. Those still alive. Theo still alive. Theo. Oh, God, I don't think so. If Theo is still alive, he's over 100 and some years old. So he probably got remarried, and him and his wife did this here. I don't know. And he's probably buried somewhere else with his new wife, probably. Glad you caught that one. Well, I hope Theo is still alive out there, 100 some years old or not. I don't know who want to keep living, but I know I don't. But if he is, bless his soul. I'm just basically out here. I'm going live because my phone don't have room for me to do videos on it, so I can download it later on after I look these people up and do a better video. And that's what I like to do. Just like to come to cemeteries and see how these people live their lives, and if they died recently, then I can see. I wonder if Theo ever smoked that gas. That gas? What gas? From the electric chair or something? Smoked that gas. Did he get embalmed? I don't know what that means. What that means? All right, the Fleshers. Oh, that weed. I wonder if Theo ever smoked that gas, that weed. Okay. Well, if he did, I hope he smoked it while he was going out. While he was dying. Husband. Bro. You say bro? Y'all, lighters up for Theo, y'all. I don't smoke, but oh, look at his name, Lonnie W. Cox. So I wonder how they died and what they contribute to Bellevue, Florida. A lot of these people helped build up Bellevue. I'd like to see, I'm probably going to hell, but that's okay. J-Dog, y'all light up for Theo. Why would you go to hell? That's nature. Marijuana, it's an herb. Pretty good herb. Should have been legal a long time ago. Should have never been illegal, if you ask me. Oh, got some babies here. Infant son of Mr. and Mrs. Thomas E. Clark. 1986. That wasn't that long ago. Earl G. Brown. I'm gonna have to come back and do another video. I just gotta get some names so I can see how these people lived in their life. I enjoy doing that. Oh, what we got here? What would you do if you saw your name and birthday on a fresh grave? What would I do if I saw my name and my birthday on a fresh grave? Well, if I saw my name and my birthday on a fresh grave, it's probably I bought the tombstone and I'm not dead yet. If I just saw my name and my birth date on it and not my death date, it wouldn't be scary to me. I'm not afraid to die. I've had over 25 heart attacks, so I'm not afraid to die. The guy is thinking ahead. I'm probably going, what would you do? Okay, that's J-Dog. J-Dog, you still in here? Well, thinking ahead, to answer that question, what would I do? I don't know if we have a spirit and we can see, like people say, their family members are looking down on them. If I can see what's going on with me after I pass away, I think that'd be a good thing. Mary Rebecca Thomas, I have to step on your grave, ma'am. You're the man, bro. The guy's thinking ahead. You're the man. Yeah, J-Dog, you still in here. I can't believe it. No, I want to see how these people lived. And if I see some recent, like somebody died recent, then I know that they had a Facebook. They probably had a social media account. And I like to see what their last words were. I like to see what their last posts were before they passed away. A lot of people just, they pass away unexpectedly. And we live our lives not thinking about, our deaths. And I think that's pretty cool. You can live your life up to your last moment without worried about how you're going to die. And don't be afraid of it. A lot of people are afraid of death, probably because they've been watching too much Hollywood. And if I don't see your comment right away, that's because the sun is in my eyes. And I can't see the phone. I'm on the phone, of course. But I like to show places that I've been for myself. When I look at the videos, once I make them. Places that I visited in the world. I wish I had this long time ago when I was in the 80s and the 90s. That I can record and have something to look back on when I was handsome. All right, let's check out some. I want to see some recent graves. I'm going to another cemetery that's right across the street from this. It's hidden in the back. I don't know the name of it, but I will get the name once I get over there. I'm gonna find some recent. Alrighty. Now the cemetery is one of my favorite places to be because I'm alone. I can get my walk in. lot of people probably think that I'm weird, but I'll accept that. Browns. A lot of people died in the 1800s here in Belleview, Florida. And I think 1865, when what that president name was, I can't tell a lot of history, and I don't want to look like an idiot saying things that's not true. Thomas Malloy, 1875. James E. Ray. So here's a guy who probably still is alive, 1932. That's not that far. I think my granddaddy was born in 1932. His wife, she died in 2003. Michelle Ann Hunt. I'm in Belleview, Florida. This is the Belleview Cemetery. I think I did the Maddox already. I'll be looking these people up later on, and I'm gonna download this live so I can do a video. And like I said, I like to see how people live their lives. A lot of these people from the 1800s have built up this place. Who's this? Jeffrey Douglas Wilson. This is the Wilsons. So if that's, our beloved son. So I guess this is the parents here. Franklin and Judith. Franklin died 1989. Judith died 2019. I always wonder, when spouse pass away that far apart, did they ever get with anyone else? And how does that person feel, if they remarried and they're not able to be buried right next to the person that they married? Okay. There's a lot of asters. Okay. I might need to look this family up. W.V. Buddy, 1924 to 2000. Joanne Nesmith. Vernon Eugene, 1948 to 2004. Beloved son, brother, uncle, and friend. Sound like me. It's a lot of Abshers. The whole family is here. W. Vernon Sr. That had to be the oldest son. Mary W. 1967. Okay, he died 2 years before his wife. Alrighty. Beloved dad and granddad. 1900 to 1981. This man lived 81 years. Oh, I hear a dog barking. Somebody finna sick their dog on me? Okay. I see something. I want to check this out. The Osteen family in Bellevue, they prominent people. They have a little food store that I go to. They have their own cemetery, so I don't know why he's buried over here in Bellevue. Okay. Husband, devoted caregiver, Atello Tony. They got some great names out here. If you want to create a name, if you're a book author and you're looking for some names, I do that too. I come and look for names and stuff to make up characters in the books that I write. Okay. 1905 to 1994. All right, gone but not forgotten. 1849, 1933. All right, maybe if I go up here, because there's a lot of 1800s people buried back here. Now this stone here, do it have a name on it? This tombstone here, very unique. Yes, it does. So it's hard to read, so I'm going to have to read it. Father James Freeman died April 13th, 1908, age 77 years. Oh, what's this? Oh, the mother, Elizabeth Freeman, she died in 1904, age 72. Maybe somebody's on the other side of this. Nope. So I guess this is husband and wife. Well, hold up. Yeah, husband and wife. All right, the Freemans. A lot of Freemans. Elizabeth Francis and Father James Allen. Is these the people right here? What did his name say? James, Elizabeth. Okay, and there is their tombstone. I guess their family probably updated it or something. Louis Yancey, at risk, 1941. I like that name, Yancey. All right, Robert Freeman, 1890 to 1941, devoted husband, father, faithful to every duty. Had to be in the military. And infants, Sandra Yancey, 1940. Okay. This one here. I'm going to look for some unique tombstones. I noticed as a child, it got to be in memory of Mrs. MRS. She was married, Frances McIndo, born in Barnett, April 18, 1822, died May 31st, 1905, in Belleview, Florida, which is where I'm at right now, at the Belleview Cemetery, for those who just joining. All right, let's find some unique tombstones. Looking for unique tombstones and looking for people that died recently so I can go on their social media and see some of their last posts, how they was thinking, and maybe there are some news articles about them that could tell me how they passed away. And then I'll download this live and make a video explaining some of these people that I've looked at. Daughter and mother. (1972). All right, military people. David R. Henry, Sergeant, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 1947 to 2008. I'm kind of confused here. There's the tombstone there, and then you have another tombstone at the foot of that one that says something totally different. Opal F. Swenson, died in 2004. I don't know if they're buried on top of each other or there's a casket and someone was cremated and put inside of the casket to be together, and that's probably how they wanted. My mom said she wanted to be in a casket and wanted me, because I'm gonna be cremated, to be in her casket with her, but that's not gonna happen. Partridge, Ward H, World War II Navy and USS Curtis, AV-4, October 31st, 1923 to August 16th, 2007. Also, LCJ, beloved wife and mother. She died before he did. She died in 1991. He died in 2007. All right. Let's check Clark D. Sound like a rapper named Clark D. And Gayla Henry Hartman. I don't think they are dead yet. I don't think they're dead yet. Somebody asked me earlier if I saw my name and birth date on a tombstone, what would I do? Well, there it is. What would Clark and Gayla do if they're looking at this video and they see there? It's nothing. It's pretty cool. All righty, we finally got one. Finally got one. Carolyn Ethel Candelier Jacob. She was born in 1980 and she died in 2019. Here's a picture of her. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it, but that's her picture. So I know she had a social media account. I will be looking her up. Okay. I'm looking for recent deaths. So I can look up their social media and see how they enjoyed their lives. Hopefully they enjoyed their lives to the fullest. 1898, this is Hamilton, David. 1898 to 1982. All right. And Beulah, 1901 to 1990. So David was, what, 3 years older than his wife? And he died, what, 8 years before she did? Okay. 2016, Mary Kay. Found me another one. Mary Kay Corpanti. Died 2016. Mary Kay, I'll be looking your social media up. God, look at speed. They also have something across the street that I'm gonna go to soon. 1975, Ida. Okay, this is the Barnetts. Yeah, I'm on top of their grave, but we all walk on top of everybody's grave. I don't think nothing is wrong with that. I don't believe in all that superstition anyway. Oh, look at this one. Andrew Bisek, 1887 to 1960. See, these that's born in the 1800s, you have to really do some research to find out about them. Yeah, 1888 to 1970. Carolyn. Those of you who have just joined, I'm in Belleview, Florida. Belleview, Florida is in, I think it's Central Florida, next to Ocala, Florida. And I'm looking for some recent, you know what? I don't know if I'm facing east, but they say that tombstones are supposed to face the east. And here is one facing the west. I don't know what that means when your tombstone faces the west, but most tombstones are facing the east. And whatever that supposed to mean on earth, May the 7th, 1920. In heaven, October 30th, 1981. Kayla Mac C. Okay. McDowell. So yeah. The tradition is that the tombstones are supposed to face the east. Religious people believe that when Jesus come back, that everybody's supposed to be, he's going to come back from the east and everyone shall see his face. And so they do the tombstones and face all the tombstones towards the east. Here is a picture on this one here. Randall, last name Randall, Harry Jr., May 21st, 1942. He died in 78. He was married to Sally, who died in 2007. She didn't remarry. It's a picture of them. Okay. '83. All right, here we have Bronislaw, 1899 to 1974. Belleview. I guess these are Spanish people. I have no idea. And being that they have a flag here, they probably fought in the war or something. Oh, it says veteran of World War II. Marta, 1985. So they had women fighting in the war, World War II. She's also a vet. He's a veteran, and his wife is also a veteran that fought in World War II. I didn't know women were fighting in the war back then. I thought that they stayed behind and took care of the city. Now, this here don't have a name on it, or do it? Let me go around it. No, don't have a name on it. And neither does the one here. And what I'm going to do, since that's like across, I'm going to see if I can turn this and sit it up right. And it looked like it's going to fall again. So what I'll do is take this, okay, and see if I can hold it up some type of way so it won't fall again. If I put it way down and sit this on top of it like that. Okay, now this lady here name is Anne Viola Mackenzie. She was born in 1926 and she died in 1973. She do have a tombstone here, but I don't know why they put this here, but this here is covered up and you can't even see it. And she had a flower here and it's very, very old. So if she was born in 1926, she must don't have family here. They come and keep checking up on her. She's buried right next to Thelma Jordan. So her new residence is right next to Miss Thelma, who died in 1975. And Viola, she died in 1973, 2 years prior. So we have here Mr. George Lucas. He was born in 1907 and he died in 1980. So that means he lived, what, about 73 years or so? I like to see people that live that long. I feel like they lived a good life. Now, what I'm going to do now, we have Robert J. 1934 to 1980. Peace is what I live with. Peace is what I leave with you. John 14:27. Looks like he was married to Anne Fay, who was born in 1936, and she also died in 2007, which would be 27 years after her husband died. And I don't think she got remarried. I have an auntie like that. I don't think that she'll ever get remarried. And she's been divorced for, goodness, almost 30 years. Edna Watson, 1925 to 1989. Looking for some recent graves and also some of the 1800 graves where I can look them up and see what they contributed to the city. And the recent graves, I like to see how they lived their last moments in life. Now, here we have Mr. Lord Adams. Mr. Lord Adams here. He was born in 1924. He died in 2007. And he was in the Navy, U.S. Navy, seal right there. You can also see it on his hat. Okay. Miss Reba Adams. She was born in 1936. She died in 2012. This symbol here, I don't know what that symbol stands for, but she was an Eastern Star. I'm figuring she probably was an Eastern Star, but I'll look her up and see who you was. Now, look like 3 people are buried here. And when 3 people are buried, I don't know if they're stacked on top of each other or they was cremated and all of them ashes are here together. This is Pat Nigrelli, 1917 to 1987. You also have Teresa Johnson, 1917 to 1997, who died 10 years after Pat. And then you have Oscar Johnson, who was born 1910 and died 1998. Oscar outlived both Pat and Teresa, which both Teresa and Pat was born in 1917, which means that they were 7 years older than Oscar. And I think that they probably was cremated and their bodies are here now. I don't know if this is a tombstone or it's got to be a tombstone. Somebody's buried here. And it could be Pat, Teresa, or Oscar, and it could be that they're all buried within this here spot. I think people do that to save money. It's a good idea to just have one spot. If you live together on earth, why you can't live together in death? If tears could build a stairway and memories a lane, I'd walk right up to heaven and bring you home again. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. What we have here, who are you? He was born in 1938, Mr. Anthony Terracino. 1938, he died in 2007, the same year that my grandfather passed away, in 2007. And Peggy Ann Terracino, I guess probably was his wife. She died in 2020. So he died in 2007. She died in 2020. So I just wonder, do people, I don't know, because I probably been got remarried. I'd get with somebody else, and I don't know if it's fair if I get with somebody new, and how would they feel if I am still attached to the person that I was with when I did this tombstone. Margaret C. Wynn, 1987, from 1944. All right, let's look for some unique tombs. And let's look for some up-to-dates so we can see how they live their last moments on social media. And we can also look for some 1800s to see if they help build up the city, because there's sometimes articles, and being that we have Google and Alexa, they can help us out with knowing who these people were if there is any articles. Harold F. 1907 to 1988. Harold was a Christian because he had Jesus on his tombstone. And also Agnes, 1907 to 1995. Avery is their last name. And they also have a church here where you put the flowers. Little church. I don't know if you can see it or not. All right. Can't believe I still have people watching with me. Who is this? Frederick Collins. Frederick must was into cars. I don't know. But 1901 to 1982. And he have a car there. Fancy looking car. Pauline Collins. 1902 to 1980. Wait a minute. Did they die together? They both died in 1982. Both of them. So they died the same year. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it probably is a good thing. I don't know. It depends on how you look at life. Did I do this? The Adams? So we have, all right, now, Donald, his tombstone is right here, but they also have 3 of them on that one. So I guess this is probably three spots. Hold on, who is this? Now, Donald died 1992. He was born in 1974. He didn't live that long. And it says son. It don't say father, so I don't think that he had any children. And he's also over there, Donald Curtis Jr., right next to his father, who is Donald Curtis. And his father may still be alive because it says Donald Curtis, August 26, 1942. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm good up closer. So there's father, who is still alive, son who has passed away. Glenda Blakely could be his wife. She died in 1979. If she died in 1979, and if this is Donald Curtis Jr.'s mother, that means she died, 5 years after giving birth? Wait a minute. Check it out. Glenda died January the 1st, 1979. Her son was born January the 1st, 1974. So she basically died, 5 years on the dot after she had her son. 5 years on the dot. I'll look them up. Okay. I'm getting me a nice little walk in, get my blood flowing. There you go again, Pauline. Okay, let's check it out. Francis Latarche, the sergeant, U.S. Army, World War II. A lot of people from World War II is out here at the Belleview Cemetery in Florida. Dorothy Landry Latarche. She also is a U.S. Navy. She was in the U.S. Navy. She also fought in World War II. She died in 2001. I think this is her husband, who died in 2004. He was in the Army. She was in the Navy. She passed away 3 years before her husband. Alrighty, now here we go. Hoskinson, Frank and Edna. Frank was born in 1896. He died in 1983, which was 2 years before his wife Edna died in 1985. She was also born in 1898, which is 2 years after her husband was born. So he was 2 years older than her, and he died 2 years before her. Now here we go. Chester Sr. June 1910, died 1991. Okay, so what, he lived about 80 years. May 1910, she died 1992, a year after her husband. Together forever, March 3rd, 1935. Okay, so I guess they was married. They got married in 1935, and he died a year before his wife died. I'll look them up, see what they contributed to Belleview, Florida. Okay. Now, by me just looking at this and not reading, I'm thinking that it's a child. But it's not a child. Only the good die young. Well, it is a child. That's what I thought. So we got Nigel Butts, who was born in 1975 and died in 1996. Love the Gang, Miami. I don't know what that means. Did that mean that he was in a gang and he died? He was a gang member? Look at his tombstone here. Francis Mary B. Ward, Clara, XOXOX. Now this is kind of strange to me. I don't know what this means. Wait a minute. Here it says, in loving memory, Mom. I don't know how to set this up, but I'll set that right in there. Like that. And set you back up. Okay, so somebody broke the ear off of this little rabbit. So I'm gonna put it like that. Okay. And this here, I'm going to set it in here so the wind won't blow it away. All right, now let me get back to what I was doing. October 21st, 1975 to April 14, 1996. This is Nigel Blake Butts. Nigel, I'm gonna read. It says, in loving memory of Mom, you left us beautiful memories. Your love is still our guide. Although we cannot see you, you are always by our side. Now, I'm going to leave this one alone because I'm going to have to look him up. I don't want to, have any wrong thoughts about this one, but it says that love the gang. Now, by it saying love the gang, my mom, she used to call me and my siblings when she got ready to go, come on, my gang. Not saying that we was in a gang, but we was her gang. So that word gang could mean anything. Now, here we go. Married in 1953. She was born in 1936. So she got married to Glenn in her 20s. He died in 2006. She's still alive. Okay. Let's keep it moving. I'll look them up. So her name is Joyce E. I'm quite sure she has a social media, and I can find out more information about him. Here we go again. We got three right next to each other. We got the mother, the daughter in the middle, and the father. So we got the father, the daughter, and the mother. Now, father at rest with Jesus, daughter at rest with Jesus, and the mother at rest with Jesus. Now, who are these people? These are the Gilmores. Mrs. Ruby Gilmore, the mother, who died in 1989. Her daughter died in 1973. And the father, He passed away in 1987. So Dad here died in 1987. His wife died 2 years after him. The daughter died, oh boy, about 10, a long time before they did. She didn't live that long. She only was 10 years old, the daughter, Lula Renee. She was born in 1963 and died in 1973 at 10 years old. So that means that her grave probably was here first. And the mother and father, they later passed along and, they probably bought their plots already and had it already ready. Lula. Now, Lula Bell, 1901, 1973. She was married to Eunice. 1902, he was born and died in 1984. He outlived her by 9 years, looked like. Alrighty. I don't know if I did Robert's own. Mr. Robert here, who died in 1980 and his wife died in 2007. I don't know if it's a good thing for me to say that, call her his wife. She probably remarried or something like that. But anyway, it's just me. All right, these people here live around the cemetery. And if I lived around the cemetery, I'd probably come out here and just do me some walking every day. Get my exercise in. All right, we're in Belleview, Florida at the Belleview Cemetery. And we're looking for people who passed away in the 1800s to see how they contributed to Bellevue, Florida. And we're looking for those who died recently so I can see how their last, their social media posts and how they lived their lives. And I like to see what their last post was. That's what I mainly like to see. Oh, here come, now this here, once again, is facing the west. Most tombstones face the east. But this one here, the daughter of Floyd R. Pete and Ella May Pete. So, I don't know how to read this one because it says 4/28/11 and it has a 10 right, 2, or it don't have a death date. It don't have a death date, so I don't know how to read this one because it says the daughter of Floyd and Ella, and it has a date of birth, but it don't have a death date. The son of Burton Greeley and Cora Tinker Greeley. Now, this one here, he was born in 1909 and he died in 1979. So, okay, I guess this is husband and wife. But maybe their names is on the other side. I will see. Allen. Herman Sr. and Virginia C. All right, yeah, now I'm really confused. On one side, it has Allen and Herman here in Virginia on this side. And on this side, it has the Hinker, the Pete family. I don't get it. Herman and Josephine. Okay. But being that Josephine died in 2015, she would have probably had a social media, but being that she was born in 1932, I don't know if she probably would or not. She was married to Herman Frank Jr., who was born in 1929 and died in 1991. Seemed like that was what? About 20-something years he passed away before she did. Here we got some more veterans. Herman Allen Sr., who was in the Army. He died in 1979. He was born in 1909, so he lived about 70 years. And Andrew, who is this? Andrew, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Smeller. He was also in the Army, PFC, U.S. Army, 1918 to 1993. All right. Now, looking for some unique tombstones as well as 1800s and recent deaths. Amico, forever our hearts. So let's see, it looked like it's going to be 3 people buried here. And it is. I knew it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got a whole family here. We got 5 people buried here. 5 people buried here in this spot. Saves you a lot of money. It looked like 2 plots, 2 addresses. I call them 2 addresses. And you got 5 people that would be buried here at these 2 addresses. 2 of which is already passed along, it looks like. And this is the Amico family. Calogero, born in 1963, he died in 2000. And we also have Salvatore, born in 1932, died in 1987. Everyone else is still alive, it looks like. Maria, she was born in 1937. Lori Jean, born in 1962. And we also have here Valicizo. I'm not good with pronouncing words and reading the English language or the Spanish language, but you can see it right there. But these people are probably still alive, and they're going to save some money because they all are going to be buried here at the same spot, and which is a good idea. Okay, looking for unique tombstones. Unique tombstones. Okay, Gorski. Lewis, born in 1940. Norma, already done passed away. She passed away in 2009. She was born in 1942. My math is not that strong, so I like to calculate the age, but I'm not going to do that because it'll take me a little minute. I need pencil and paper to do something like that. Patrice Romer, Piper, born in 1957, died in 1990. She's buried here. She was a Christian, it appears, and she has a Jesus Christ on her tombstone, and it looks like Susan Devoy Kent. She liked cats. She probably was a cat lady. She was born in 1910, 1949, and she died in 1988. I'm gonna call her the Cat Woman. Okay. Maybe some people can get some ideas on tombstones and what they can put on their tombstone. 1935, 1992. Glenn, who I believe was married to Gladys, who was born in 1943 and still alive, apparently. Look at these people. There's some Halloween decorations over here at this house, this address. Oh, there go the lady, she's outside. I don't want her to see me filming her house, but I will in a minute when she turn her head. So here, the Barretts. We got David L.W., born 1969, died in 1991. His wife, Nellie, born in 1969. They was both born the same year. And she's apparently still alive. On this tombstone, it says, "He is not here. He has risen." Okay. And they got where the tombstone was risen, like in the Bible. And they don't have anything on her side, but I'm quite sure they probably add more. Now behind them, and see, as you can see, look at here. That's him right there, beloved husband and father. And there's nothing here. So there's 2 plots. They already prepaid, saving their family money. We have here Jessica Page Raffield. She was born in April 28th, 1994. She died July 13, 1994. April, May, June, July. She only lived 3 months. And as we can see, her family still comes out here. We have fresh flowers here. You can tell they was just bought. She was loved. Also have a cross here. We have a cross here, and we have some flowers and stuff here that's turned over. And I am going to take these and turn them back upright and sit them up. And I'm going to sit this in between here so the wind won't blow it. And this vase here, somebody must have took these flowers or something happened. But what I'm going to do, because they have an airplane here, so to hold, I don't want to cover up her name, so I don't know what I should do. I don't know what I should do, but this here was turned over and I don't want to. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these flowers and mix them in with these flowers here and take this vase and put it in front of that so it can lock it in between these two things, and hopefully that it won't fall. Okay. The back of it. Oh, my nose is running now. Over here, caught something. Now, this man here, I'm gonna have to stand on your grave, sir, or your new address. In loving memory of Jose Marcel, or Marced, M-E-R-C-E-D, or M-E-R-C-E-L, I can't really tell. He was born April the 1st, 1980, and he died July the 28th, 1990. Beloved husband and dad, we love and miss you. Picture of him. This is Mr. Jose Merced. Oh, there it is. Merced with the D. He also has flowers that are turned over, and we're going to have to put this, you know what? I'm going to set these flowers right there. Right there. And he must have served in the military or something. This lizard, hey, I can't pick this flag up because you on it. Could you get off of it? You ain't gonna move? Well, I ain't gonna bother you. Here's 2 sticks here to hold up something, but it don't look like I need to hold up anything. There's a mushroom growing right there. Mushrooms, they kill things from the root. All right, Mr. Merced, Jose. I mean, ain't that's what his name? Yeah, Jose, Mr. Jose. Mr. Jose, you're at the head of the barracks. There was also some other, okay, that's the barrack that I read, him and his wife. Wife still not passed away. And at their head is Mr. Jose. And at Mr. Jose's head is this here family, which is, we're going to have to move this. And so I think that this is not supposed to be like this. I think this is supposed to be, we're going to sit that like that. But see, with this here string tied, I think that if I, because I can find a way to make it stay. But I'm not. I'm just going to do it like that. Mr. Orrin Harold, born 1924, died 1991, married to Jean B. And Jean was born in 1925, a year after Harold. And she passed away in 2015. So she might have a social media. There may be something that I can look up to see how they lived. And to get some pictures of Mr. Harold. And if I get pictures of these people when I do the video, I will put their pictures up. And I will tell some last moments about their last moments, if there are any on social media. There's dirt here. I don't know what that means. I don't know why dirt is like that. I don't know. Okay. Here. What this says, data warning. Is my battery low? Check and see if my battery low. Data warning. You've used 2G of data. So what that supposed to mean? Come on now. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Here we go. Most tombstones face the east, and this is also facing the east, but on the west side of it, it says mother of William Jennifer, grandmother of Courtney, Amber, and Alicia. I don't know if that means that mother of William, comma, and Jennifer, so she had 2 kids. And her name is Elaine J. Pittman. She was born 1946. She died 2016. I'm quite sure she had a social media account. We'll look her up later and do the video and tell how she lived her last moments and the type of person she was and how she wanted to be remembered. So people, there's a lot of people that's like me that comes out to cemeteries, and we love to look up people's last moments on their social media accounts and how they live their lives. So make sure you live your life the way you want people to remember you, because you have people out here that's like me who love to see how people live their last lives and their last posts. We don't know when we're going to leave here. However, when that time comes, you want to make sure that you left what you wanted to leave behind. It can be good or bad. It is not up to me to judge you, and I'm not going to judge no one or these people. I just like to see for myself how they live their lives and what they wanted people to remember them by. So make sure your posts, when you're posting on social media, because you got people out here that's you're going to be buried somewhere unless you have ashes. But if you're going to be buried out here in a cemetery, and you have people that comes out here that does these YouTube videos, and they look at these people's names, and I watch YouTube videos where people that does the cemeteries, and I look those people up myself as well, and I like to look up their social media accounts. I like to see how they live their lives. I like to see their last post, what they was thinking before they passed away. A lot of us are not going to die from a sickness, so we're not going to have a time to sit there and just, give our last wishes or whatever. A lot of us going to die from an accident, from being killed, and we don't know. So, but what we will know is how you lived your life on social media and what you leave behind for us to see. Now, no walk. I don't know what kind of last name is that. It sounds from another country, but John J., born in 1937. He still can be alive. It don't have a death date here, but it also have his wife buried here, and her name is Helen J., born 1929. She died in 2021. So I'm quite sure they have a social media, and her flowers are fresh. She has fresh flowers here. So that means the family comes out. And of course, they're going to keep the old flowers here, like those there in that pot. And these here probably was some years ago, whenever, along with those. But these here look like they were brand new, that they just bought these flowers, and her husband or maybe her kids come by and put these flowers there. And there it is, in loving memory. There's no picture there. But let's do this here. We got Vernon O'Haran. Now, Vernon, 1902 to 1985. Looked like he was about 83 years old when he passed away. Lived a good long life. And his wife was born a year before him, and she died in 1970 which is 15 years before he passed away. Got mom there, so they had kids, and dad there. So born in 1985, died in 1985, and she died in 1970, and this is an upgraded tombstone. So the kids must have redid the tombstone and put a brand new tombstone after it. It had to be another type of tombstone here. Now, here we go. Okay, is that lady looking across the street there? She's not out, but look at her yard. I hope they're not. Oh, there she go at her shed. She don't see me. Okay. A little Halloween. This is, I don't know what the date is, but it's getting close to Halloween for those who celebrate Halloween. And there go some people coming up out the church over there. All right. They called him Bob. His name is Stanley. He was born 1932. He died in 2016. Looked like he was born on Mother's Day, May the 12th. So he was a Mother's Day gift to his mother. And yeah, to his mother and Marianne. Born 1930, died 2001. I'm not even going to add that up. October 9th, 1957. 1957. So I guess that's 2 rings right there. So I guess that means that they got married in 1957. 1954. And he died in 2016, Mr. Stanley, or should I say Bob, which is 5 years before his wife passed away. And they was born in the 1930s, so that means that they lived a good life ever since 1954 to 2016 that they was married. Long time together. Long time together. Okay, now my nose is clogged up and I don't have no tissue. Oh, McNair. Look at McNair over here. Oh, McNair. I know some they're ministers. Let's see if these are. It says Joel Sr. Born 1943, died 1997. And here, June, so I guess June is his wife. She was born in 1946, which is 3 years after him. So he was 3 years older than his wife. He died in 1997. She died in 2011, which is 14 years apart. Don't know if she remarried or she got with someone else, but if they, I don't know how that works. Everybody's different. Now, I'm not going to put these flowers together here. This here is a mess. And ain't no telling what's down in here. Ain't no telling. I don't want to stick my hand in there and something grab me and pull me under. But I will acknowledge this guy or this lady. They lived the life. And we're going to, and then it's a cross right there. So it's a cross. That means that they was Christian. So we have here Mr. Frank J. Thomas, U.S. Navy, World War II, May 17, 1927 to 1987. Now, everybody that we done out here today that was in the war was either a Navy veteran or Army veteran, and they all fought in World War II. So this cemetery, Belleview Cemetery, which is located in Bellevue, Florida, has a lot of veterans from that fought in World War II. So I'm going to check out a few more before I go and look at the ashes. They have ashes over there, I think, across the street. I don't know what it is, but we're going to find out. 1908 to 1988, Garofalo. And Gertrude, 1923 to 1989. Now, okay, so he found him a very young woman, and they got together. He died in 1988. She died in 1989, a year later. And not really a year later, because he died in July. She died in October. Yeah, that was about a year later. So James M. Carafola, U.S. Navy, Korea. He was born in 1933. He died in 1986. Now, that's the first one I seen out here that was at the Korea, that fought in the Korea. Or I hear somebody talking. It got to be that lady. Right here, Rick C. and Diane. Diane is still alive. Diane Hodgson is still alive. Her husband, Rick C., May 16th. He died in 1986. This young man was born in 1964. So now with this one here, I'm going to do the math. I'm going to have to do the math. They got married in 1986. In 1986, she was born in 1956. So that means she got married to this man when she was 30 years old. When she was 30 years old, let me see, he was born in 1964. So what? He only lived 25. I'm not good now with math, so don't get me wrong. Let me see. 5. Take that away. I am not good with math, but I'm just gonna make something. 25? I think he was 25 years old when he died. 1964 to 19. Okay, so let me do it this way. 1964, 1974, 1984. 25. I was right. 25 years old. He only lived to be 25 years old. And man, 25 years old. Diane, she was born in 1956. She was 10 years older than Rick, so that means she was a cougar. She liked that her man's young. And she married him in 1986, and he died 3 years later. He died 3 years later. They was only married for 3 years. Now, did Diane move on and get her someone else? I mean, we talking way back in the 1980s. I'm quite sure she done moved on and probably had more kids by another man. But she had to be something about this man here. She was in love with this man, and they have a tombstone together. So, like I said before, I wonder if she's with someone. I have to look this lady up. I want to know if she's with someone. She has a social media account, and I'm going to find out. And I wonder how the people that gets with these people who husband or wife had done passed many years ago, and they already have a tombstone available waiting on them to pass, when the new husband or the new wife, I'm quite sure that they would want to be buried right next to their husband and their wives. I don't know how that works, and I'll never know because I'll never get married. Okay. Annette Paramore, May 13, 1956 to March 2024. Annette Paramore, 2024. So that means she has a social media account, and we will be looking her up, and we will put down what we find out about her in the video. This is the live. I don't have room on my phone, or I don't have the new technology to do videos, so I have to go live, and then I'll download the live and make a video. Sandra E. Gross, 1946 to 1990. All right, before I get up out of this area. Okay. Beloved mother, Dimas or Demas Knives, 1930 to 1994. Okay, looked like she lived almost 60 years. We got Father Randy Stanton. Randy Stanton here. Randy was born in 1953 and he died in 1993. Looked like he died at 40 years old. He probably had a heart attack. In God's Care, Judy Marsh, June 16, 1934. She died in 1992. Okay. Darrell, Mr. Darrell Coates. Mr. Darrell was born May 13th. He could have been born on Mother's Day of that year. I don't know. We'll look it up. In the year of 1947, September the 13th, 1987 is when he passed away. And there's that loud truck right there. All right, we're getting closer to the ashes, where they buried the people in the ashes. Frank C. Martin, AO2, U.S. Navy. I don't know what AO2 means, but I will be looking it up. World War II. He was born in 1923 and died in 2001. We have here Frank C., the daddy. We have the mother, Mildred. Daddy, Frank, born 1923. 2001 is when he passed away. And his wife, this is heavy, passed away in 2013, which is 12 years later. She was born in 1930. So he was about 7 years older than her. May God's angels watch over you. Okay. They was married in 1960. 1960. So that means that he enjoyed 40 years with her. Or did, yeah, he enjoyed 40 years with her. And she died years later. Clara Robinson. Okay. Y'all, I've been out here for a while. Now, this lady died in 1996, and I don't see any flowers here. Maybe the flowers was blown away by a hurricane. There's a lot of hurricanes here in Florida. And her family probably didn't come out to put new flowers down. But her name is Clara J. Robinson. She's a beloved mother and grandmother. Born in 1934 and died in 1996. Once again, we have a family here who saved themselves some money, I believe. No, maybe not. All three of them could have their tomb caskets side by side. It's enough room. So, the Martin family. Kenneth J. Born in 1938, died in 2008. Ricky Lane, 1959. She died in Ricky Lane. Oh, that's the son. He died in 1994, and the mom is still alive, Miss Judy C. She was born in 1943, which is 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to do the math. So she's younger than her husband. He died in 2008. The son died in 1994. He only lived, about 60, 70, 80, 90. About 45 years. He only lived for 45 years. So he probably died of a heart attack, I'm assuming. I might find out. And if I find out, it will be in the video. Our family chain is broken and nothing seems the same. But as God calls us one by one, the chain will link again. All right. They are poets and you know it. And Judy, she comes in some fresh flowers here. Now, here is a tombstone and looked like it was of a baby or a child. I would assume that it was a baby. And from what I see here, there's a tree that was here planted. So I don't know if that was, let's turn this over, because a lot of people plant trees on top of cemeteries. Well, look at here. The Martins, parents of Penny and Barbetti. The parents of Penny and Barbetti. Well, also, you know, they're the parents of Homeboy who passed away, and we're not going to let them, let nobody disregard him, Ricky. So they had 3 kids, but they acknowledged their other 2 kids on the back of their tombstone. Good for them. Okay. The Harrises. Once again, for those who have just joined, I'm in Belleview, Florida, and I'm at the Belleview Cemetery, and I'm trying to hurry up and get up out of here where I can go to the next cemetery, which is across the street, and do those. Those are some young people over there at that cemetery, and I would like to go over there and see their names. I've saw it before, but I didn't record them. But I want to look at their social media posts in their last moments. Now, Milton and Angela. Angela's still alive. Milton died in 1996. They got married in 1967. The Harrisons. Now, I don't know if her last name done changed by now, because she could have remarried. I don't know. Phyllis Masterson. Phyllis Masterson, born 1929, died in 2002. Now, we have here beloved mother, Pauline Masterson. Masterson again. Wait a minute, didn't I just pass the Masterson? Okay, that's Phyllis. Yeah. Phyllis Masterson, died in 2002, born in 1929. And Pauline Masterson, beloved mother, could be the mother of Phyllis. Born in 1899, died in 1989, lived a long time. And Dwight Masterson, a special person. He died in 2002, and he was born in 1924. So, 1924. This got to be mother, son, and possibly granddaughter. I don't know. A daughter. I don't know. Here we go. Charles A. June 20th, 1917. Anna L. May 20th, 1920. So we got father and mother. The Medlongs. This is the Medlongs. And Charles was about 3 years older than Anna. Good job. Richard Stevenson. Florio. What a name. Florio. Okay. If 2 Timothy 4, verses 6 through 8, and 2 Timothy 4, verse 17, I'll look that up when I get home after I do the video, and I'm going to post it in the video to tell what those verses mean. But if you want to look them up, you can look them up. Richard Stevenson Florio, 1955 to 2015. And we have here another Florio, Michelangelo Florio, 1983, June, and died June, July, August. Didn't live nothing but 2 months, and died 2 months on the dot, on the date. Now, I'm going to look up and see if Richard Stevenson, let me see, 2015, born in 1955, and had a baby that died in 1983. So I'm quite sure that's what happened. Quite sure. Okay. I'm getting tired now. But I'm going to stand this up because it's down. Okay. Put that in the ground. And that's Dad and Grandpa, Walter J., May 7th, 1911. If he was born just a few more days later, he would have been born on Mother's Day. He died in 1979, and I think he was married to Joan C., who was born in 1917, which is 6 years after Walter. And she died in 1992, which is almost 20 years later after Dad and Grandpa Walter passed away. Oh, wait a minute. I got some comments. I didn't see the comments. But let me see. Look at them. They passing by real fast. I don't know. Is it my spirit? Got these people mad or something? Mom is 82 or 83. Okay. Carmen Lewis says 35 years old. Okay, Carmen. Oh, I wish I'd have seen that when you had posted so I'd know who you was talking about. If you're still on and you remember who it was, let me know, because I will be doing the video. I'm just doing the live now because I don't have room to do videos on my phone. I have to download it when I get home and do the videos afterwards. Julius Mary E. Now, Nayu, I've never heard talk of that last name. It kind of seems like it's Chinese or something like that. And if I wasn't going live, I would Google and take a picture and let Google tell me what Nayul mean. But I will be looking Nayul up to see what does that word mean and what nationality these people would be. So Julius, 1907 to 1989, married to Mary E., who was also born in the same year, 1907, and she died 1993, which was 4 years later after her husband Julius passed away. We also have a unique name here that I want to look up, which is Gawur.